So we need to clarify that Ukrainians not escape the Ukrainian government from Ukraine, but from Russian military aggression, right? Russian invasion. So this is the first thing. This is really important because Russia is committing war crime. They're destroying our houses. It's killing, people, children, particular women. Destroying our hospital, electricity, everything basically. And it's happening right now when we're talking to you. And in all this situation, the only way how you can actually secure your funds, if you were capable to do it in advance, it's to move from occupied territory with having your funds in your wallets. And remember this code, how to secure it. Because, of course, these Russian militaries, they check in the buses. You basically move with what you're capable to move with you. You cannot take something more. You're not able to move anything, right, from your house with all of these conditions. And another thing that you never know what kind of banks, what kind of institutions, houses are going to be destroyed the next day. So you basically cannot rely sometimes, unfortunately, for traditional financial system because it cannot not exist tomorrow in the way you understand it. You don't have documents. You don't have, access to these financial institutions you used to have. And this affects you, of course, immediately. And again, if you move from Ukraine to, for example, Poland or to other countries, and we have the biggest relocation point in Poland, from Ukraine, where we assist refugees afterwards to be relocated to other countries. And most of them are asking us also how we can do it in a secure way until the moment we open bank account, or they experience to have a problem because, for example, they assumed by financial institution being a risk client just because they were born, like me, I was born in September. Right, so it's occupied territory of Ukraine for the moment by Russian Federation, and everyone who is coming from this territory by traditional financial system in Europe would assume risk client. So I can be deprived to right to have a bank account just because I was born in Sevastopol, and the same problem with Belarus, the same problem with many others, and of course sometimes if you don't want to lose your right to have bank account, you use Bitcoin as a bank of last resort. And in many countries in EU, you don't have this clear regulation which gives you the right for bank of last resort. And Bitcoin became this bank of last resort. But with upcoming regulation in Europe, and because crypto is going to be regulated, crypto assets, like European institutions codes, is going to be regulated the same as traditional financial system, we work closely with regulators to exclude overregulation. And we call everyone to join in our efforts because we need to explain that specifically for, authoritarian states or, like unstable societies where you don't know what's happening tomorrow because of military conflict or maybe disaster or something. You need to have tools which would be always in hand where you cannot use even cash, because it can be also destroyed or you cannot just carry it for security reason. And in this situation, again, Bitcoin and stable coins is the only way how you can survive and how you can transfer your value from unsafe territory to safe territory. And again, we need to have a regulation which allows you to do so in a transparent way, not to be in a gray zone. I know that a lot of Bitcoiners and basically crypto community representatives, they don't want to work with regulators in any country, but at the same time, I think because we pay taxes, because we shape our future, we need to enforce them to implement what we as electors and those people who vote for them, as those people who pay taxes and their salaries are based on our taxes, they implement recommendations, not just like we exist and just, protest and doesn't have what we want to have, So this is my particular position.